Alright, this is my final build for Nioh. I'm out of ideas what to do anymore. This is a bit of a different one. It's focused on dual swords and master swordsman set and using the skills, the two skills, sign of the cross and water sword. So let's get started. These are the core stats that I'm using. Two main stats are skill and magic. Others you can go whatever you like as long as you have weight limit below 100% and enough stats that you can wear master swordsman set. Spirit should be just enough so that you can use Kato, the very first guardian spirit. Others up to you. You can do whatever you want with the rest of the points, it's not that important. If you want, you can reduce the skill and put some points into heart, because dual swords also scale with heart. Not as much as with skill, but it still scales with heart, and you will get a lot of ki as well with that tactic. As I said, it's flexible, do what you want here. As for the special effects, go for some damage from behind, grapple and killing strike damage, because what you're going to do is when you use these skills you're going to do a lot of ki damage, so your opponent will constantly be out of ki, which means you will be able to use grapple, killing strike, and damage from behind is always useful as well. As for the other things, well, the most important one is skill attack, skill damage from Kato, and sign of the cross plus 30% from master swordsman set. These are the most important one. Kato is here because of the skill damage buff. It might be the only guardian spirit that has that special effect, that's why we are using him. Also, ki recovery speed is also important. Let's talk about the skills now. From ninja section, get Makibishi balls or sloth, either of those two. Get running speed increase because you're wearing a heavy armor, and when you have more running speed, that helps a lot. Oh yeah, that's one of the more important special effects that I did not cover in the special effects section. As for the magic, go for the instant casting, go for weakness, typical stuff, weakness, protection, carnage, and go for Kekai scroll. Those are the only ones that you need. The other are just my thing. Reduce damage from a yokai versus yokai, whatnot. From the weapon skills, always go for Kusarigama's final blow buff and damage from behind buff. Now for dual swords, this is the important one. Go for the momentum. It will help you with your ki, because we will be using a lot of high stance. Go for sign of the cross, obviously, because it's our main focus. God of Wind is always good, but we are using only the high stance. Still, if you want, you can switch to mid stance. It's still very powerful, you don't have to use skills, I just like them more than using the normal combo. Okay, water sword. This is one of the main ones. Really cool skill. Or you can build around the windstorm as well. Windstorm is a fantastic skill. Both of these can lead directly to a faster sign of the cross, as long as you get your ki pulse right. That's the beautiful thing about it. As for the other stuff, go for whatever you want. High stance is the important one. Either go for the water sword or the windstorm. It's your choice, because you can't have both, from what I can see. They use the same button input. Now for the equipment. Go for whatever dual sword that you want, whatever is the best one, and use anything that will buff your damage in general. Close combat damage, go for grapple damage, killing strike damage, damage from behind as well, You can have grapple damage, for example, on one, and killing strike and damage from behind on the second weapon, and they will all count towards the damage what you're doing with a single weapon. That's the beautiful thing. I didn't know that at all until a couple of days ago. Yeah, this game really needs better explanations, but then I would be out of job probably. Use Yasakani's Magatama so that you can get more set pieces because of the damage reduction. I'm using from Kingo set because of the +2 killing strike. Also, I would suggest that you use a dual sword as a main weapon with elemental attack damage. Doesn't matter which one, it's your choice. Whatever you prefer. As for the set, you can use Master Swordsman complete set, or you can add something more. In addition to Yasakani's Magatama, add one more item that will buff that damage from the weapon that you have. It needs to be the same elemental damage as from the weapon. Now a tutorial how to do the skill combination. You start off with the water sword, and then when you use the key pulse, when you tap R1, don't tap it, hold it, and then you hold circle, and that will immediately lead into sign of the cross. It will be a much faster sign of the cross than if you do it solo, or if you don't do it with key pulse. So you just hold R1 instead of tapping R1, and then hold circle. There is also another type of build that you can use for this situation. You can completely forget about the skills if you don't like them, and you can just focus on normal attacks. Just use high stance combo finisher and use something that will buff strong attack damage. Strong attack damage actually goes with combo finishers. I've tested it. It's 100% true. It doesn't go with skills, but it goes with combo finishers. So another build would be this. Choose Enko as the guardian spirit, that tiger, because he will give you fire damage and he will give you strong attack damage boost and some other stuff I can't remember now. Then you choose your fire dual sword weapon as your primary one, and then you use accessory that also buffs fire damage. You have insanity from strong attacks, absolute bloody insanity, and also you choose from the ninja skill tree more damage, more recurrent damage from fire and poison. That's another build for this dual sword Master Swordsman, and you can still use Sign of the Cross for a lot of damage. Anyway, so what am I doing in these fights? I first put on myself protection, then I put Carnage and Kekai. And on my enemy I put weakness and also throw Makibishi Ball. Makibishi balls are stronger than normal Makibishis. They have higher slow rate. That's why they are better, but the problem is you have only 3 of them, even with all 3 of them chosen in the ready jutsu. And that's about it. I use that combo that I've shown you. Water sword to Sign of the Cross, if I can. If not, then I just do Sign of the Cross. And that's it. It's simple as that. As I said, second build, if you don't like using skills, just go for Enko Guardian Spirit, choose Fire Dual Sword, and then add some more recurrent damage from fire, and also put a fire damage plus accessory. That's it. You can play it 2 ways. Or you can also use Windstorm skill, as I've said before. It works fantastic as well. Up to you guys. You have a couple of options here. Enjoy the build. Thanks for watching, and I'm done with Nioh, at least for now.